I'm Dan Winslow. I ran for the U.S. Senate because I had something to say. Something to say about creating jobs and opportunity for everyone in Massachusetts, to fix America and break the gridlock. Because the campaign was so fast, I invested my savings in the early stages of the campaign to be able to meet the fast pace. We also raised almost $340,000. Now it's come time for me to retire my debt.
That I'm interested in a reasoned, fact-based discussion that is mindful and respectful of constitutional freedoms. I don't believe in top-down government, and I certainly don't believe in top-down politics.
We have to be relevant to women. We have to be relevant to millennials. We have to be relevant to new Americans.
The Democratic chairman of Massachusetts said that the Republicans want to cut Medicare and Social Security. It's time for the truth. We're here to save Medicare and save Social Security.
Some people talk about bowling. Sorry.
You could see yourself delivering a filibuster for 13 hours or even longer if you felt it was appropriate on the rights issue.
It's your mind over bladder at that point. I would absolutely go down there and I would stand up until I got an answer about these issues, about the violation of civil liberties. But here's what I don't understand. When the civil liberties of the United States citizens were at stake, where were the Democrats? Where was Ed Markey? Where was Steve Lynch in the Congress when they had this issue before this? It was left to one senator, and I was proud to stand with him in spirit. I'm a Big Ten Republican when it comes to social issues. I'm pro-choice. Roe v. Wade is the settled law of the United States, and I support a woman's right to choose. But for me, it's a very personal decision, and for that reason, consistent with my view of a limited role of government, the decision whether or not to have that procedure, an abortion, is a question for a person's conscience, her faith, and her family.
We have to get away, by the way, from politics where you have to agree with somebody 100% of the time to support them. Because if somebody's with you 80% of the time, they're probably your relative. 60% of the time, you're probably your friend. And 50-50, it's at least a good tussle, you know? And so I think we have to get away from the notion that, we have to be 100% or we're zero.
We need jobs now. And that's my focus. I want to start growing jobs as my first priority, because you start solving jobs, you start solving a lot of other challenges. The power of this party resides in the people who are willing to work. And we're the party that works. We have this false choice that they tell us. You have to have higher taxes to have better services. And if you cut those taxes, you got to cut those services. That's not so. That dichotomy, that choice is a false choice. Because in between services and taxes is this black box of government. And if we do things differently, we can make government itself more cost-effective. Okay, John, let me drive. I'm not doing anything now. I'm done. I like to drive. All right. My phone is dead. There's nothing more I can do.
With your help, I'll be able to continue to have something to say in Massachusetts public life. Just give me the keys. I'll drive.